Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tea&Art. I hope you all are well. So let's start today's video. So I am super excited to share with you this amazing kit by ResinCrete. It's their Christmas edition and I'm super excited. So mix, pour and create amazing items with this kit here. So let's open it. Let me just remove the packaging and we'll open it. So in the kit, first you get this mixing tool, and then after that I can see there is a color palette for mixing your colors, and then mixing cup, and this is such a cute snowman mold here, and these are the two mixing cups that you get in the kit. And there is another mold of a Christmas tree, and this is such a cute, you can make it into a coaster or a Christmas decoration or a Christmas tree decoration. It's really up to you. And you get 2 bags of 300 grams of casting powder into the kit. And after that we get some coloring and some brushes, and this is another mold in which we have the, so it's I think comes with the stand, and you can put it onto the stand after coloring it. And then comes these balls here, and there are so many molds. I'm so excited about the kit here. So many amazing molds into this one. This one looks so lovely. Super excited to try these all out. And these are some instructions that you have to follow while you're making your amazing DIY creations with this kit. So it's really easy to mix. Everything is described here, how much water, how much powder you need, and what's the timing, adding pigments. And they have shown some project as well, instructions how to mix, and some color mixings combinations as well, because this kit is make it and then color it yourself. So I'm super excited. This is such a lovely kit and I'm loving. There are so many choices of molds in the kit here. So if you want to gift these or anything, I will link this in my description with a discount code, so you can treat this self and give it as a gift to anyone, because this is an eco resin, so it's friendly for everyone. So let's start today's project. So let's start, and today I will be making the snowman and the Christmas tree here, because I will be making different projects from this kit. So I'm choosing my molds, and then I will be taking out the casting powder. So it's really easy to mix. You can find all the details on the instructions. So I have taken my mold here, and now I will be mixing the powders. So just a tip, when you're making some things, you need to put some extra molds nearby in case if you make a little more, so that you can use them. So here I think I took around, you can say 100 grams of powder, and I will be adding 30 grams of water to this. So you can add more water and less water as well, but you need to make sure that it's mixed properly, and it should be runny. You don't have to make it into a paste. So I want to have a green shade, so I will be mixing two colors, green and yellow, just 9 pigments to achieve the green color I need. So this is really up to you what color shade you want to go with. So I'm mixing according to what I want. So after mixing, I will be adding my casting powder, mixed casting powder into the mold here. Just making sure that I don't have any lumps. So this is a bit on the, you can say, fiddly mold. I'm afraid that on the sides of the mold I don't get any air bubbles, so it needs a lot of tapping. So I did try to tap, and then with a back of a paintbrush I tried to, you can see there are some air bubble straps, so it will be trapping on all of the sides. So this is something to take care of. So just be careful about this. So I did a little mess on taking out the bubbles from the mold, so it's fine. It will dry out and I can remove it and make terrazzo out of this when dried. So in the separate container, I'm mixing white again. So this time I'm making a snowman, so I need to have this white one. I don't need to add any color because this is a perfect white color for the snowman. So after mixing, I will be pouring this into the mold now. And after adding, I will leave these to dry for around 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, it's all dried now, and I'm just showing you that how easily this comes off, so you can then break it into tiny pieces and create terrazzo out of this, so there is no wastage. So just to show you, I will remove the rest later on. So I had some of the jasminite from the previous project. So it's time to demold now, and I am really excited. Let's see how this turns out. So I'm just removing it carefully because I am in a fear that I might break the star on the top, but it's coming out nicely and it's perfect. But you can see there are little air bubbles that I was careful about, but I still got them. So don't worry, I have something to do with this one. I have something in my mind, so we are not worried about that. So it's all been removed out, and I will be washing this silicone mold. It will be clean. So now I'm just removing the snowman. I hope I don't get any air bubbles in this one. So this one came out so cute, so cute. I left this one. The face is so pretty. Next up, I was actually telling you that I am putting some gilding glue on the top of this tree here. So idea is that when it's dry, it gets sticky. So I will be using some green flock on top of it. This one. So this comes in various colors. I use this one. So this will cover the tree and giving it a bit realistic sort of effect. You know, I don't do things simple. There is always a twist in my work. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just generous with my flock here. I put a paper underneath so that the leftover I will be putting back into the bag here. So I did use a gilding glue. You can use Elmers glue as well. It's really not necessary that you have to use that one that I used. So here I will be just pushing it all so that it grabs onto the tree. So it's all done now, and I leave this to dry and on to the next step now. So I will be just putting my rest of the flock into the bag and on to the next step. As I told you, I am coloring the star here. You can put the gilding glue onto the star and use some gold foil, but I am just going with this golden alcohol ink here, and I will be applying it onto the star. Just giving you some ideas how to apply gold instead of using the gold foil. So I will be brushing it onto the star here. So it's all done now, and on to the next step. And the next step is here. So I wanted to color my Santa, so I took the colors out of the kit here. And I really wanted to also try that how they look onto the casting product. So just coloring the snowman here, and I want to tell you that I am no expert in painting, so please forgive me if I do make a mess, but I try to be neat as possible. I promise you that. So I really want to make a snowman on the aesthetic side, but then I need to use the colors that are true to Christmas. So I'm making this the nose of the snowman into a golden oranges shade here. So I think I might be making some more variation of this snowman here because it's so cute, but in later videos, I hope I find the time because time is really running out and I have so many ideas in my mind. So you just enjoy the process. I will be painting the snowman here. So after adding the dots, I think it looks decent. So on to the next step, and my next step is, and here I've taken some Elmer's glue and I will be applying this glue onto the head of the snowman. So instead of doing the dots onto the head, I thought I'll try something different onto the cap here. So I'm applying the glue onto the snowman's head, and after that I am randomly applying this onto the Christmas tree as well. And after doing that, I had this idea, and I'm using this crushed German glass glitter. So I basically use this on the top of the crystal cluster that I make for my geodes. I will link some videos if you are confused what I'm talking about, but it gives such a beautiful and sparkly look to the geodes, and they look like so real. So I will be just generously putting all of this onto the glue, and it will give a effect of a snow. And plus it will be sparkly, so it's a win-win situation. So the tree is done, and I will be doing now the snowman's hat. So as soon as I put this onto the tree and the snowman's hat, it looks so cute, and I was so happy that this idea worked. Because sometimes you had something in my mind and it do not work out when you put it onto the actual product, but it looks so cute. It gives the effect of the snow onto the hat. And now come the steps where I was working for, and this is actually a lantern here. So I moved all the screws from the lantern. I actually was looking for a big lantern, but I have to work with what I have. So this was really cheap, and I just bought this from my corner store for 4 quids, 4 pounds, and it was really cheap, and this is glass. So I was happy about this. So it actually have some light inside. So I'm just checking this in front of you. I hope this candle comes out, and it did comes out, and I was happy that I had a base here. All this time I'm making this tree and this snowman, I had to create something different, and you all know that I don't go simple. There is always something extra. So here I'm just putting them onto the top, and want to see that this is the look of the snowman, and this is the tree, and this is just a simple felt fabric that I put on top of it. I really want something light. So I'm just simply placing this on top of it, and after that I will be applying some glue so that it do sticks. On top of it, I will be using this artificial snow that you get in tube, and you put some water in it and it fluffs up. This is so fun, plus messy as well. So from here you will be seeing a lot of mess, but I hope and wish that you can see me doing the arch neatly. So here I'm just putting up the snow and just trying to keep it around here. That's the reason I wanted a big one, so I can create a beautiful scene, but it's fine. I'll go with this. Because each of the step as I create takes a lot of time of mine, so I want to create more things for you. So here just simply putting up here the snow. So I was actually confused to put the glass back to the lantern or not. So I was in the middle of thinking that how to put that. So I ended up putting on the 3 sides the glass onto the lantern, and I left the front open. But here I'm just putting and checking that it comes, because these are a big pieces and my lantern is a bit small. So here I was just putting up the glasses on the 3 sides that I was explaining you, and I'm leaving the front open. So in this way I will be putting all the decoration from the front. So I'm just fixing this, and I will show you in a minute how this looks like. So this is how this looks like. It's beautiful and cute. I love it, but I'm going to add some extra step here. So I have taken some tiny bubbles, and to this I am adding this wire. This is actually a jewelry wire. I used to make necklaces with this, add beads to it, but it do the job perfectly here. You can use the nylon wires as well. They are transparent, so you can create some hidden effect. So I will be simply doing a knot onto these bubbles. All are done. And after that, I will be taking the top here and I will be using my glue gun and I will be attaching these. So I have seen the place where I have to place them so they don't cover up or go in front of the snowman. So this was a bit fiddly. So I was just going with the flow here. So I will be putting all of these like this. I just want to give you the idea that I was doing here. Like this. So it got away, but I will be doing this. It will be done, no worries. But it was a bit difficult just to add it. So this is how I was talking about and they look like here. So I will be putting this back onto the snowman. So this is all done here, but we are not done yet. Just the bubbles are done here. So I got this from Hobbycraft. These are resin decorations and these are gift parcels. I can make them with this with clay as well, but you can use something that help you save some time. So they were looking so cute. So now I'm adding these to the scene here. So I'm putting one into the snow and then I will be tilting one. So this is actually really fun to do. It's really up to you, whatever you like to add or create. These three as well. They are so cute and so small. I would just want to let you know that I will be working on my setup really soon. I know that this the position of my camera is not so right. You can see what I'm doing inside the lantern here, but I will try my best to do something good in the next year. So I'm just adding the tree into the lantern. And I will be showing you, don't worry, in a minute how this looks like. So this is how it looks like after putting the trees. So I was in the middle of taking out the snowman and then putting it back, taking out. Finally, after when I'm done here, will be done, I will be putting the snowman back and I will be adding the glue. So then nothing move. I'm just giving you the idea and showing what I will be doing. And then I use my glue gun to put the rest of the presents. So I wanted to add some little candy canes to this project. So I'm taking polymer clay here. It's red and white. So I create two snakes and after that I will be twisting them, both of them, like this. So very slowly and with soft hand you're just going to twist it and you will be getting some lots of effects. And after that I will be just rolling it onto the surface here. So the colors mix up and then cutting it into smaller pieces. The size really up to you, how long you want your candy canes or how small. In this way you can make bigger candy canes as well for bigger projects. And after that I will be rolling the top to get the candy cane effect. And I transferred them onto the foil. So in this way I put the foil into the oven according to into the instructions. So these are all done and they are hardened now and I will be adding them to the lantern here. So as I add the items one by one, my candle is getting so lively. So these parts are always the difficult, where you have to decide where to put your decoration items not to look bad. So after putting up all the candy canes, I have something amazing for you. So this was actually the leftover from the resin project that I did in my previous video. The one that I add UV resin to the washing liquid. So these were not failed ones. They didn't connect to each other. So I kept them. So I really didn't knew when I was going to use them, but then this came in my mind and I put some alcohol ink onto them to make them into a red berries. Instead of making out of polymer clay, I wanted to use the resin in it because there should be some resin in the project. So I'm just moving it so that it do coat themselves into the alcohol ink. And I was happy that this worked. After that, I will leave them to dry and then I will be adding them to the lantern as the berries. Meanwhile, they are drying, what I'm going to do here is I'm creating the snow effect again. So for this, I'm using the Elmer glue on the top of the lantern and I will be doing the same process that I did with the snowman's hat. So I'm applying the glue and after that, I will be pouring the glass glitter, the German crushed glass glitter on top of the lantern to create that snow effect. And now my berries are dried, so I'm applying the glue gun and I will be attaching these berries to the lantern now. So lots of tiny details and this took so long. So this part is done now and I think this is the fourth day because I was making this for some days now and I am going towards the final stages, thankfully. For this, I want to do something to the top of the lantern. So I made a bow out of the ribbon. So I will be adding some decoration on top of this lantern here. So here I made some leaves out of the polymer clay and now I'm adding to the berries here. Because what are berries without their green leaves? So then I want to add some crystals as well. So this is a resin crystals that I made out of the mold. And I was trying really hard to add this candy cane, but I don't think so it was going over. I really tried extra to add it. And then some final details, I'm adding the leaves to the other berries. And it's all done now. Let's see how this turned out finally. So this is the final look of the lantern and I love it how this looks like, so festive. If I had a bigger one, I would have added a lot of things, but I think this turned out pretty as this was challenging for me and I love challenges. And I'm so happy how this looks. Such a cute idea you can make for your loved one. You can make it and give it as a gift. And I'm just showing you all the sides. The front is open, but the sides are covered in glass. And I added a little beautiful pine flower on top of it. And the bubbles, everything, I just love it. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, please do let me know in comments, and also please like, subscribe and share. Thumbs up if you like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider do so. And thank you so much. I'm just loving all of your comments and the amount of love and support you all are giving me. This success and these art creations are all dedicated to you because you are the reason that I'm making it. The amount of appreciation I'm getting from you all, and artists need only this. Believe me, nothing more. We just love your lovely comments and your amazing feedback, and sometimes it's so constructive as well. So thank you so much again. Take good care of yourself and just enjoy this festive season. Take good care of yourself. Bye bye.